Whoa! Full throttle. I'm out here with my Jetwood JC14EP. This truck is completely stock, except I'm running some 15mm hex extenders from Shergo. Now, when this truck was completely stock with just those extenders, it went 47 to 48 miles an hour on the stock 3S Li-ion battery. And on a high performance 3S Lipo, it went 53 miles an hour. The only change I've made to this truck is I swapped out the stock 16 tooth pinion gear for a 26 tooth pinion gear. So that's in there. Link in the video description to the video showing how to do this modification. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to run this thing. It's the worst possible time to be out here for traffic, but I really want to run this, and I'm gonna start off with the stock Li-ion battery. My Milan GPS still is not working, so I'm gonna have to go with my cell phone strapped to the bottom, unfortunately. But the cell phone is, reliable and accurate, so stay tuned. I hate being in a rush when I'm out here trying to do speed runs, and today I'm in a rush. Okay, the GPS is zeroed out and reading. I really wish this thing had a dual rate. The steering is way too sensitive, but let's see what we can do here with this 26 tooth pinion gear. The steering is so sketchy on this thing, way too sensitive, but I'm gonna do my best here. This does not look promising, but let's see what happens. Full throttle. Oh boy, that's dicey. Spun out, but I think we're okay here. No cars are coming, so we'll do a return run. Full throttle. Once it gets going, it's okay. I don't want to push my luck. Jeez. So let me go ahead and bring it back here. The acceleration is just ridiculous. And on the stock Li-ion battery, only 54. And stock it went 47 to 48. So we picked up what, about 6 or 7 miles an hour. Not bad. I was hoping for a little more, but I'll take it. And there we go, top speed. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a high performance 3S Lipo. I'll be running my CNHL, and that battery was an absolute beast in my legendary Thunder. All right, and now for the CNHL Black Series. This battery was an absolute monster when I ran it in my legendary Thunder, and I expect nothing different in this car. And let's ease into it here. Try to anyway. Whoa! Well, a little more punch, I'd say. Definitely did not reach full throttle there. 45, and did a backflip. Gonna have to ease into it a little more gently this next run. All right, there's a car coming, but I want to go for it. Easing into it, easing into it, easing into it. Full throttle. Oh, and we flipped over at like top speed. The phone stayed on there, surprisingly. I might be able to drive it back here. Wow, even with the weight of the cell phone, it flipped over backwards. That is not what I was expecting. I thought the extra weight would just keep this thing more stable. I'm gonna be shocked if we didn't get up above 60 miles an hour, honestly. 60.5. That CNHL Black Series is no joke. Is everything okay here? Yeah, I guess so. Those tires were really ballooning. I'm gonna try for one more run though. Shouldn't have said that. Let's see what happens here. one more run. Gonna try to ease into it again. Got a clear road for the second here. Gosh, I'm so nervous. Full throttle. It's flipped in that same spot. There must be a little bump there or something. But I think that was full speed. So again, this is a completely stock Jetwood JC14EP. It's an MJX Hypergo Twin. The only things I've done to this are the ShareGo 15mm hex extenders, giving it wider track. It made a night and day difference on this thing. It was sketchy as hell driving this thing at any speed before I put those hex extenders on there. I have there's a link in the video description to the video where I put these in, and just a night and day difference. I could barely even drive the truck beforehand. And we hit 60.5 at 358, but this only says 56. So I'm a little confused by that. One more run. I'm probably not going to get it going any faster because it's a very small battery. The CNHL Black Series is only 1500 milliamp hours. So probably not going to do any better than those first two runs. But once this traffic clears, I'll try one more run. Okay, it looks like I'm getting a small break in the traffic, so give this a shot. Yikes. Easing into it. Easing full throttle. And there's a car coming and I almost lost it. That's gonna be it. There's just too much traffic out here. Probably could have gone a little faster on that first run, but 60 miles an hour is pretty good. I went off road and I can't see the car, so we're gonna have to go get it down by that telephone pole. All right, here it is. Just went over that little ditch and it couldn't get reception anymore. And the top speed on that, I think it was third run, 57.5. So it picked up, 9 miles an hour over my previous best run, completely stock as far as the gearing, and just changing it to a 26-tooth pinion gear up from the stock 16-tooth pinion gear added about 9 miles an hour. The motor is actually pretty hot, so this is definitely just a speed run setup. You're not going to get more than a couple pulls out of it before things start getting too hot. But the CNHL 3S 1500 milliamp hour 100C Lipo, this thing is an absolute monster. I did testing in my legendary Thunder and it was outperforming much larger Lipos, and it was so fast I just questioned, were my readings like for real? So I'm going to redo those readings, but this thing looks like it's going to outperform all my smaller 3S batteries and maybe several of my larger ones. So highly recommend this battery for this truck. It's extremely fast and it fits in the battery tray. So there you go. All right, I can't say enough good things about that CNHL 3S 1500 mile Lipo. Thing's an absolute ripper. I can't recommend this setup though for anything but speed runs. It's overheating very quickly, so just keep that in mind. But again, check out that video in the description, and I'll put it in the comment section as well on how to fit a 26-tooth pinion gear in here just by trimming up the stock motor mount. And also, I found that the stock Allen keys that come with this are horrible for working on it. I was tearing up the really soft hex heads on the screws. ShareGo not only makes the adapters I use to widen the width of the track here by 15 millimeters, really improving the stability. They also make hex drivers, really nice ones, and I just did a video with them yesterday. So definitely check those out. If you have one of these trucks, you're going to want a good set of hex drivers if you don't already have one. because everything is so soft when it comes to the screws, and you could really get yourself stuck, especially if you strip a screw down in here. What are you gonna do then? You gotta like hack up the whole assembly. It's gonna be a nightmare. So definitely get a good set of hex drivers before you try modifying this truck and putting in a bigger pinion gear. All right, guys, that's all I have for now. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.